So, Roger, you and I have talked a lot about redefining the role of a benefit consultant, and
Mhm.
we know what that means, but why don't we do a little explaining on what we think that looks like?
Yeah, and I encourage people to really think about this for their own relationship. So I would say that it requires the expectation of results.
Hmm.
People need to see impact from our role in all of this, rather than seeing us as a retained, you're there for me if I need
Call
have a
me if you need
question.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to be a lot more about what gets done. So that means goal planning, prioritizing, and then looking back at the end of the year and saying, what did we do? What did we get done? And of course, our clients measure us on that. They actually have a service agreement that they sign and rate us on those success factors. So that's where accountability comes in. So it's not just about we have this sort of pseudo goal, we actually are measured against that. Second thing would be the integration of employee health strategy. So we can't just sit back and let benefits do the job. We have to get in front of employees. We need to educate them on health. We need to allow them to apply what they're learning and then do that as a communal environment. That's super, super powerful in terms of benefit success. So, and I think that's our job, that's our role.
Yeah, and without bias too, because we're definitely not pushing products or asking someone
That's
to
right.
just choose an EAP. I mean, there's so much more to it, and people need to feel safe about that learning in their community and doing it together as a team, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And so we need to be right with them all the way on that, which is, I think, is our job. I would say education we've talked all about, but it doesn't necessarily just say, we're going to teach you all the things you need to know and then have options with them. The last thing I think is it needs to lead towards a decision.
Hmm.
So people like to be taught and educated, but they also want encouragement on how do I make a decision? Like, help me, you know us well, help us get to a decision that makes the most sense for
Hmm.
an organization. So I think those are the things that people should look at in reevaluating the role of the benefit broker consultant. So again, it's results based, it's impact, it's much more accountability,
Hmm.
it's health and well-being integration, and it's education that leads to decisions.
Yeah,
So that's my
absolutely.
summary answer to your redefinition of the role.
Sounds good. Thanks.
You're welcome.